Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Sumaya AI Wali, student at Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute batch 21. Today I'm going to have a short discussion with ChatGPT on a very interesting topic, exploring creativity and how to find your unique voice. So the creativity is something that exists in every person, but many people struggle to express it or discover what makes them unique. In this discussion, we will explore what creativity really means, why it is important, and how someone can discover their own creative voice. So let's begin our conversation. Hi, ChatGPT.
Hey there. I'm here and ready to help with whatever you need, whether it's a question, a project, or just a chat.
I have some questions about creativity.
Absolutely. I'd love to dive into that. What specifically about creativity are you curious about? Are you looking to spark your own creativity, understand it better, or maybe explore how others find their creative voice?
Yes, this is to how to find your unique voice.
Ah, got it. That's a really powerful topic. So, to get us started, are you thinking more about creative writing, art, maybe a personal brand, or just general self expression? That way we can frame the questions a bit more specifically.
Right, I have some questions about this. Can I ask?
Of course. Feel free to ask your questions, and I'll do my best to help you unpack them and guide you through some ideas.
Thank you. So the first set of questions is about understanding creativity. So the first question is, what does creativity mean in simple words?
That's a great place to start. So, creativity in simple terms is really just the ability to come up with new ideas, make connections between things, or express yourself in original ways. It doesn't have to be about art, it can be in problem solving, writing, or even everyday decisions.
Great. The second question is, why is creativity important in our daily lives?
Oh, I love that question. Creativity is super important because it helps us solve problems in new ways, adapt to change, and really express who we are. It can make even routine tasks feel fresh and meaningful, and it keeps life from becoming too rigid or predictable.
Right? Do you think everyone is naturally creative? Why or why not?
Ooh, that's a really interesting one. I do think everyone has some form of creativity. It's just that it can show up in different ways. Some people might express it through art or music, while others express it in how they cook, solve problems, or even just in the way they approach daily life. So it might just be about finding the right outlet.
Right. How can creativity help people solve problems in different fields?
That's a great one. So, creativity can really be a game changer across fields. In business, for example, it sparks innovation and new products. In science, it leads to fresh approaches to research and experimentation. Even in personal life, it helps us navigate challenges with a bit more flexibility and confidence.
Great. My next set of questions is about what is a unique voice. So the question is, what does the term unique voice mean in creativity?
Oh, nice shift. So, a unique voice and creativity is really that distinct way you express yourself. It's your personal perspective, style, and tone that sets you apart. It's the combination of your experiences, values, and how you choose to interpret and share the world. No one else can do it quite like you.
Right? Why it is important to develop your own unique voice instead of copying others.
Key. When you develop your own voice, it gives your work authenticity and a sense of purpose. People connect with what's uniquely you, and it allows you to stand out in a crowded space. Plus, it's more fulfilling to express yourself fully rather than just trying to replicate someone else.
Right? How can someone recognize what makes their ideas or style different from others?
That's a great question. A big part of it is reflection. Pay attention to the moments when you feel most excited or when people respond most strongly to your work. Also, compare your influences, but ask yourself, what do I add or what do I twist that's mine? Over time, those patterns really emerge.
Right? Can personal experiences shape a person's creative voice?
Absolutely. Personal experiences are often the foundation of a unique voice. The stories you live, the challenges you face, and the emotions you go through all feed into how you express yourself. So your voice really becomes a reflection of your own life journey.
Great. Now I have some questions about discovering personal creativity. So one of them is how can someone start exploring their creativity?
Ooh, great direction. So, a good starting point is just giving yourself permission to experiment. No pressure for it to be perfect. Try new activities, keep a journal, play with different mediums, or set aside a small daily habit, even just doodling or free writing to see what sparks your creativity.
Right. How do hobbies and personal interest help in discovering creativity?
That's a great point. Hobbies and personal interests are like playgrounds for creativity. They let you explore without judgment, build skills, and discover what excites you. Often, the things you enjoy outside of your main work can spark really unique creative ideas.
Right. Does trying different activities help people find their creative voice?
Oh, definitely. When you try different activities, you break out of your usual patterns. You get exposed to new ideas, new skills, and that mix can really help you stumble upon what truly feels like you. So it's all about exploration.
Right. What are some signs that a person is beginning to discover their creative potentials?
Oh, good one. So, a few signs are when you feel a sense of flow, like time just disappears when you're creating, or when you start feeling more excited by your ideas. You might also notice you're taking more risks or you're not as afraid of making mistakes. Those are all big indicators.
Great. Now I have some questions about overcoming creative challenges.
Ah,
So, yeah,
I'm ready. Go ahead and ask your first question about overcoming those creative challenges, and we'll unpack it together.
okay, great. Why do many people think they are not creative?
Yeah, that's really common. A lot of people equate creativity with being good at art or a specific skill. So if they don't fit that mold, they assume they lack creativity. But really, creativity is just a way of thinking, and everyone has a creative side, even if it's different from traditional forms.
Great. What are common barriers that stop people from expressing creativity?
Yeah, there are a bunch. Fear of judgment is huge. People worry about being criticized. There's also a lack of time or just a fear of not being good enough yet. And sometimes just not knowing where to start or feeling stuck in routine can be a big barrier too.
So the main is first step is very important, right?
Exactly. That first step is really crucial. Even a small action like setting aside a few minutes a day or trying something new can build momentum and help you break through those barriers. Once you take that first step, it gets easier.
Right. How can someone overcome fear of criticism or judgment when sharing their ideas?
Yeah, that's a big one. I think a big part is reframing how you see feedback, not as a personal attack, but as a tool for growth. And it helps to remember that every creator, even the most successful ones, face criticism. So the more you share, the more confident you become.
Is there any role confidence play in expressing creativity means? What are the roles?
Oh, absolutely. Confidence is like fuel for creativity. When you believe in yourself, you're more willing to take risks, explore new ideas, and share them openly. And even if confidence wavers, it grows with practice. So the more you express yourself, the more confident you get.
Right. Now I have some questions about developing and improving creativity. So one of them is how important is practice in developing creativity?
Oh, practice is essential. Just like any other skill, the more you engage with creative activities, the more you build your muscle. Even small, consistent practice like a daily writing or sketching habit keeps your mind flexible and open to fresh ideas.
Right. Can learning from other creators help us build our own style and how?
Oh, definitely. Other creators can be a huge source of inspiration. By studying their techniques, their storytelling, or their process, you can learn new approaches, but then adapt them to your own voice. It's all about borrowing inspiration and then making it uniquely yours.
Right. How can feedback from others improve someone's creative work?
Yeah, feedback is so valuable because it gives you fresh perspectives. It can help you see blind spots, refine your ideas, and push your work to a deeper level. As long as you take it as constructive and stay open, it can really help you grow.
Right. What daily habits can help someone become more creative?
Ooh, great question. Daily habits like setting aside a bit of time for free writing, doodling, or just taking a walk can really open up your mind. And things like staying curious, reading, listening to new music, or even changing your routine keeps your creative muscles active every day.
Right. Now there are some questions about creativity in the modern world.
Perfect. I'm ready for those. What's your first question about creativity in today's world?
So the first question is, how does technology support creative expression today?
That's a really exciting one. Technology is like a superpower for creativity now. Digital tools give us access to design, video, music production, basically a global studio in your pocket. Plus, online communities let people share and collaborate in ways that were never possible before.
Right. In what ways can artificial intelligence help people explore creativity?
Ooh, AI is really fascinating here. It can help by offering inspiration, like suggesting ideas, generating visuals, or even composing music, but it also gives you a playground to remix, prototype, and experiment, pushing your creative boundaries further.
Right. Do social media platforms encourage or limit creativity?
It's kind of a double edged sword. On one hand, social media can be a huge boost. It's a place to share, get feedback, and connect with others. But on the other hand, it can also create pressure to conform or focus on what's trending rather than staying true to your own vision.
That's right. So my last set of question is about advice for young creators. So the question is, what is one simple step someone can take today to start discovering their creative voice?
Ooh, that's a perfect wrap up. I would say one simple step is just to create something every day, even if it's small. Keep a journal, record a quick video, doodle something. That daily habit will help you tune into your creative instincts and let your voice grow naturally.
Right. So the wrapping up, my last question is, what final advice would you give to young people about exploring their creativity and finding their unique voice?
I'd say be patient and kind to yourself. Creativity is a journey, not a race. So keep experimenting, stay curious, and remember that your unique voice is already inside you. Just give it time to grow.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Just enjoyed this conversation.
I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I really had a great time talking with you as well. If you ever want to explore more or have other topics, I'm here.
Thank you so much. Signing off.
You're very
This is Sumaya signing off. Allah Hafiz.